Alright, welcome back to the United Gaming Federation Alpha Company map walkthrough. Whether you're a UGF member or Alpha Company member or a guest, welcome. My name is Jade Cougar. I'm going to be your guide once again through this map walkthrough. Those of you that are guests and have never visited our site, I invite you to do so at www.unitedgamingfederation.net. Before we get started in-game, I wanted to give a little bit of an overview of the map here, which you should see on your screen right now. On the left side, you should see beams or cranes, and both of the spawn areas on the map will be defined by these two buildings, named North Building and South Building. North Building is defined not only on the map as in the northern direction, but also the second balcony floor that I'll be able to show you in a moment how to get up on. We also have a connecting area called the passageway, which connects actually the north and south building through a basement passageway that is defined here on the map, which is basically a stairway that takes you down below the two buildings, and you can run through this passageway that connects right through here and up the stairway in the south map. On the upper level, we have some distinct locations. We have here the elevator building or elevator shafts. We have here the electrical area, and then we have right here the helipad. Beneath the helipad is also an entrance that takes you down to the passageway, which basically gives you at least 3 different main entrances and exits from the passageway. Over here we also have some scaffolding. Unless you want to die, stay away from those. Okay? There's really nothing to do there. There is a neat little trick involving this little corner here to get you up on this building that takes you up on the top of the building, which you may or may not know already. I will save that for last. Alright, let's get in game. Very good. Looks like we are now in the south building. Can be defined by the very long corridors that we see here, and if I'm right, and I'm not. How new is that? We are in the north building, pardon me. North building is defined by the second floor balcony, like I said, and we also have these nice little hanging office roofs here, which I will show how to get on there in a moment. We're going to take a walk around outside, break some glass on the way. On the outside area, we have here 3 main propane tank areas. One is on the elevator shafts, which you're looking at now. We have one here in the open area. Then we have one there on the helipad. Each of those can explode if you are firing at them, and they make for a great weapon or distraction if you're under a huge firefight somewhere else. Up on this elevator shaft, you often find a sniper who's sniping usually this direction towards the north building, and from time to time the south building as well, but I find that most of them are doing it at the north building. In any case, if anybody's up there, you can blow them up and make it dramatic by blowing that bad boy up. Left side of the map, we've got these small little hideout buildings. You can get on top or stay inside. Some people like to hang out and camp it there. Then we've got the helipad right there with 2 entrances, one on the north side, one on the south side. So don't think you're safe if you go up one side and cover it with a clay. It's not going to work. Helipad takes you down below to the passageway, which we'll go on in a moment. Now we are back at the south building. Another one of these small buildings. People like to hang out and camp from time to time, pick people off as they're running out of the building. Whatever. Then we go into the south building. And wow, what's mixed up was actually this. Very long corridors in the south building as well. There's really nothing to highlight in this office. It's a basic office. There's nothing that you can climb on. There are places, however, that you can hide nicely if needed when there's close quarters battles, but really there's nothing fancy to mention here. Little offices, that's it. But here, number 41, south building, we follow these stairs that will take you down to the basement, which will connect you to the passageway. The passageway is exposed from the top, you can see here, so use at your own risk. You also have another entrance that takes you to the top, another entrance there that takes you to the top, and on the very far side there's an entrance as well, plus the ladder that takes you to the electrical area. Each of the sides are partly covered from the side that you are under, which keeps you a little bit protected. So mind your field of view and mind also the sight of the enemy, whether he or she can see you. Alright, let's continue. Here's the other end. We'll continue through here and get ourselves back to the north building. And here we are. Here's one spawn area in the north building, another one is over there. And you can tell we're in the north building because of the office, hanging office roof, plus the second floor balcony there, which I will show you now how to get on, if you don't already know. There are actually two ways you can do it. One is from this elevator shaft directly, or the other is from the helipad. What you're going to end up doing is walking up these stairs, running and jumping onto this platform, which will then jump onto the platform there, which takes you then to the elevator shaft, and then from there it's the same way as the other method I was telling. Alright, here we go. Simple run and jump here. Just don't fall off, Jade. And a second jump. And then finally a third jump. By the way, if you miss the jump, it's an awful long trip down, so watch yourself. Now, you can either go down to the end or up to the front, depending on what type of player you are, whether you're a sniper or not. A lot of people like to hang out here at the back, try to blend in with the black background, or the dark background here, and pick people off as they're coming out the buildings. I don't know, is it a good location or not? Some people find it good because most people are not paying attention to the cranes. They are just paying attention to the north and south building and anything in between. Nothing to the side. So, something to consider. The scenery is unbelievable. Alright, then we go to the end and jump into the scaffolding. This is another spot. You can pick people off as they run by. But what we're going to do now is crouch, and then we get ourselves to the second floor balcony. Back in the north building.